Hi, this is Charlie. We are going to be working on this month's craft class. We are going to be doing cardboard loom coasters. You'll be really surprised with what you can make with a few supplies. Let's get started. We have a square piece of cardboard, and you can cut it any dimensions you would like. This one's around 6 inches square. What we're going to do is we're going to mark off 25 millimeters. Try to have it centered in the middle of your cardboard. Then we're going to do the other side. Try to kind of eyeball it and line them up on the other side. Now we're going to take our scissors and we're just going to cut little notches where we've made those marks. And try to keep them even with each other as much as you can. Just do the other side. Okay, we've got that all notched. Now we're going to take a long piece of cotton yarn and we are going to string our loom. First, you're going to need to tape your yarn to the back side here, and then you are going to start weaving it through, going across through the notches. If you have picked up one of our take and make kits, you will be doing this with the longest piece of yarn in the kit. If you have gone out and bought yarn for this particular craft, you can just leave it on the skein and make sure that you just don't have to measure it. This is the end. So we're just going to cut it off and tape this end to the back. Now we are ready to weave. What I would suggest is knowing how big you want your coaster. You want it big enough so that a cup can sit on it. So I would suggest marking off how large you're wanting it on the cardboard. I'm gonna say mine's around 5 inches. So I'm just gonna make a couple of marks so I know where to stop with the yarn, with the weaving. In your kit, I have included a paper clip, or you can just use a paper clip from home. You are more than welcome to find some other object that is flat to weave with. We're just using a paper clip because it's easiest. All right, we are ready to start weaving on our cardboard loom. Weaving, you just go under, over, and that pattern until you get to the other side. I typically kind of pull it halfway through. It's pretty long, I know, but it'll get shorter. Make sure you kind of keep it to where how large you're wanting it, so the marks that we had made on the cardboard. We're going to leave about 2 to 3 inch tail off to one side. We'll weave that in later, and then just continue on with your weaving. This might be easier with a longer object to weave with, but I find a paper clip works just fine. All right, now we're to the other side. Make sure we have it fairly level with our little mark that we made. We see that it is over the string right here. So this time we are going to go under and then just keep on doing over and under the other way. We are to the other side. This is the part where we take our fork and we're going to comb it down to the other piece of yarn that we've already weaved. That kind of smushes it together and makes it even. And then we just keep on going until this color is all gone, or it's the particular thickness that you want. So this particular coaster is going to have 3 stripes. You can do whatever design you wish. You will have, if you get a kit, you will have 3 colors in the kit to make a 3-colored coaster. Taking the fork again and combing it down. And continuing on. We are going to start our new color. Just tie it on to the paper clip. And then we are going to do exactly what we did to start this whole thing. We're gonna weave it under and over. And then keep on pulling it through until there's about a 2 to 3 inch tail on the other side. And we're going to comb it down. And this is how we start our new color. Again, how we left it. This one is over the string, so we're going to start going under. Just keep on doing that until this color is gone, and then we will start on the next color. Okay, so we are done weaving. We've made 3 stripes. So now what we're going to do with these little tails, and some of them I've already weaved in, we are going to weave these into the little coaster. This is what you have your needle for. So you're just going to kind of go back in and kind of weave them in. You don't have to weave them in very far. Make sure that it's in there and looks right, and then you can cut off the rest of it. There's that one. And these ones on the end, what I would suggest is making a little knot before you do that, because it's on the end. So I made a little knot. Get frayed and you have to cut them off to be able to stick them in the needle. And we're just going to weave it back through. Kind of try to get it in between the stitches, so it looks a little bit more natural. You can kind of squish things down and kind of hide it. And cut it off. And that's that. The original instructions say that you can add a piece of glue if you want to, just to make sure that it is secure in there. So you can do that if you want to. We are ready to cut the coaster off of the loom. So just cut down the middle. Mine's a little crooked, but that's okay. You can kind of stretch them out a little bit. And I'm going to show you two edges. The first one you can just take, you know, a few, 3 or 4, and then just tie in a knot if you want to. You can do any variation of that. These knots are kind of big, but choose however many strands and then just tie them in a knot as you go along. And then we're going to trim it so it looks a little nicer. That finished edge. The other edge I'm going to show you is called a Damascus edge, which is fancier. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but so you just take 2 strands, cross them as if you're just going to make a normal knot. And whatever strand you get in your left hand after making the knot, just leave that up here. Then you're going to take the strand that is in your right hand and continue making another knot. And then you just keep on grabbing the next strand. Until you get all the way to the end. This way the edge looks kind of braided. And then to finish it off, you flip it over, starting on the same side, and you do the same thing over again. looks braided. And then you can just trim it. Alrighty, and there's your cardboard loom coaster.